Well, hello there guys, my name is Shawn Sanbrooke and welcome to this week's on location episode of Theme Park Worldwide, the show here from Portaventura Halloween. Today we're going to be having a closer look at the Halloween event, including all the special shows that are going on here at the park. Portaventura is absolutely amazing at Halloween, and this year it definitely doesn't disappoint. I'm Shawn Sanbrooke, this is the Mediterranean Lagoon, and that means it's time to cue those titles. This is Halloween, Halloween. Okay, you don't exactly want to hear me singing, but welcome to Portaventura Halloween, one of the best Halloween events that we've ever experienced. Every year we've been coming, to see this amazing event, and it really is worth making the trip out here to Salou in Spain to come and see it. Portaventura is celebrating its 20th anniversary this year. It opened in 1995 and was originally owned by the Two Souls Group, in fact, who were the old owners of Alton Towers, believe it or not. This park is absolutely beautiful. It's got some amazing theming, some fantastic rides. As you all know, rides like Dragon Khan, Hurricane Condor, Shambhala, Shammy. There's some great stuff at this park, but what we're going to talk about in this show, you all know about the rides, it's the little touches that really make PA, much like what you can see behind me. So for the 20th anniversary, Portaventura have gone all out. They've put theming pretty much in every area on the park. Sesame Street, China, Mexico, Far West, Mediterranean, all have got 20 theming in. What they've also done for Halloween, I was a bit concerned before coming out. Obviously we've not been this year. I wanted to have pictures and see some of the 20 theming. So I was a bit concerned, are they going to take it down for Halloween? They normally put spiders and cobwebs up everywhere. But what Portaventura have done is really, really good. As you can see just behind me there, you've got the nice mix. The ghosts, which are actually at the top just there, that are white, they're actually the 20th balloons. But what they've done, they've put some bed linen around it. Everybody loves a bit of bed linen. Put that around it, painted some faces on, and it looks really good. Yes, it's quite cheap, but it doesn't matter. It looks great here in the theming. That continues. You see some shots on your screen all around the rest of the Mediterranean Lagoon. You can see how they've added them in. It looks really, really good, along with applying the Halloween theming on top. Moving over to Far West then, the beautiful entrance you go in to Penitence itself. You can just see someone's having fun behind. As you go into Penitence, you've got the beautiful archway, you've got all the ribbons hanging down, all the banners, which looks great. One of the best 20th piece of theming there is, of course, in the middle, the round 20. You've got all the skeletons all on that as well. It just generally looks really, really good and builds up the atmosphere. One thing that I wish a lot of parks in the UK and also in Europe learnt about was that there was some more theming around the park, especially in anniversary years, so it will be great to see. Anyway, let's have a little look then before we move on to the Halloween shows, a little look at some of the theming for Portaventura's 20th anniversary here at the park. spectacular entertainment here at PortAventura Halloween 2015. The main show in the Grand Theatre Imperial of China is, of course, Halloween Escape. It returns every year in a different form, a similar style show. However, this year's performance is around 35 minutes long, features loads of different scenes, and is based on an escape, believe it or not. So you've got a girl who's running around. Oh my god, it's awkwardly quiet. There's a girl that's running around the theatre. She goes through different doors trying to escape. Then as you're going round, this music fits it very well. And as she's going round, you've got all different sorts of acrobats that happen throughout it. You've got a guy with a Diablo. You've got some fantastic choreography. Of course, is choreography even word? I don't even know if it's a word, but I've made one up. Fantastic fire effects in there as well. The stage flames are back, and of course you got the man himself from Polynesian Show spinning his fire, which is absolutely awesome. Now, along with that, in the show you've got, of course, the fantastic skipping rope scene near the end. I absolutely love the skipping rope scene. In fact, there it is on your screen right now. She's really good there, bouncing up and down on the stage, looking like she's having a really good time in the show. So if you are watching it, I do really like your performance in the Grand Theatre Imperial. Anyway, enough of me talking about it. Here's a couple of minutes worth of footage of the main show. It's Halloween Escape here at PortAventura. There with Halloween Escape. Now, Vampires, located in the Saloon of Far West, is also another big show here at the park. It might not be on the same sort of scale as Halloween Escape. However, the venue is absolutely incredible. As you go in, it's a real Western saloon. You've got the bar down the side, you've got an upstairs viewing area, and the scares in the show aren't just coming from the front. Of course, you've got scenes where the vampires are coming at you throughout the show. They've got some great dance scenes and some illusions in there as well, which is great to see. It's not all about singing, it's not all about dancing in that show. It's very interactive, loads of stuff going on all the way around. You can see a couple of shots in a moment. What I do want to mention about that show is how every single year they make the crowd laugh. I mean, obviously the show is all in Spanish, and obviously we don't really understand Spanish, but we can still understand what's going on, the whole story of it. Really spectacular show. In fact, words can't even describe it enough. I'm going to show you a couple of minutes worth of footage again of Vampires, an awesome show here at PortAventura Park. Vampires, they're a really, really good interactive show. Again, something that I really enjoy. Of course, you've got La Muerte Viva as well in the Mexican canteen. That's also running really, really good show in their fantastic sort of performance. Again, it's very Mexican, that in the Mexican area. A lot of the Halloween shows don't really follow the theme of the areas as such like they do in the summer season. But La Muerte Viva really does sort of fit as that strange sort of Mexican what's going on feel. Some really good stuff in there as well. Along with that then, you've got the Halloween parade here in Mediterranean. You can see some shots of that on your screen. Loads of different floats in there. They had a couple of new floats over the past couple of years as well, like the Angor float. And they always used to have, this was my main bug with the parade and what sort of took a bit away from it. There was a land train at the end, which just they came in, everybody clapping on this land train, and it looked stupid. Now they've actually got a proper train, a proper float, and that runs down at the end. When the parade runs in the evening as well, they have all sorts of purple lighting all around Mediterranean, which really adds to it instead of just having the big white spotlight on it. Along with that then, on weekends, of course you've got Horror on the Lake, Horror on El Lago, which is just behind me here on the Mediterranean Lagoon. Really good show, combination between fireworks, fire, and also you've got the jet skis going around soaking people right where I'm sitting right now, going around soaking you, which is awesome. Along with all that, you've got some massive floats as well. You've got the Dragon, which is featured in the Summer Spectacular Fiesta Ventura. That comes along just behind here. Absolutely beautiful Horror on the Lake, especially when you've got Shambhala just behind you, especially when it's running round. It looks absolutely gorgeous having that running round in the evening. Really good show. Of course, there's a lot of shows that I've not mentioned. There's Sesame Street, that sort of includes in the name really, Sesame Street in the kids area. Loads of street entertainment going round. But just to make you aware, if you are coming for Halloween, a lot of the attractions do only run on the weekends. Of course, you've got the scare mazes, you've got Horror in Penitence, which runs throughout the whole of the stay whilst you're here. Obviously, it doesn't run one day of the week. This year it's Wednesdays, but it does run pretty much all the week, 6 out of 7 days. What doesn't run all the time is the Wreck experience. Wreck was absolutely fantastic. Obviously, it's a 15-minute experience, goes throughout the building of Ice Age, or as it was known, Sea Odyssey, and we've had some fantastic scares in there. It's based on the films Wreck, all the different Wreck films, and you've got some great stuff in there. Over 50 actors throughout that. It's an upcharge maze, it's €5 to go in, but it's well worth every single penny that you spend on that. Really, really good attraction. Of course, also on a weekend, Selva d'Almeida, which runs through the area of Polynesia, just over there. That again is absolutely awesome, over 50 actors again. It sends you through Wreck backwards, so you don't really see the Wreck theming, and takes you all around the outside streets of Polynesia. You've got random stuff in there like a clown that honks his horn, loads of random stuff going on, and of course the classic chainsaws are in there as well, which is great to see. Selva d'Almeida is actually one that's not heavily advertised, so if you are coming to Portaventura over Halloween, it happens just by the train station, just over to where we're sitting now in Mediterranean. Head up there, normally after park close on a Sunday night, head up there and you will get Selva d'Almeida, the longest scare maze in Europe. So yes, welcome to Merch Paradise. Here we are inside Records, Portaventura, one of the best shops here at the park. All sorts of merchandise in here. You've got your plush teddy bears, you've got the Portaventura CD, and you've got something very, very special for the 20th anniversary. If you like how that rhymed. So first off, I'm going to show you this. You know how I love mugs. Look at that, absolutely beautiful. That's also made its way back to the world of theme parks. Priced at €9.99. What a bargain. It's a 3D mug as well, look at that. Look at the quality on it. Halloween. As you can tell about the atmosphere I've mentioned throughout the show, the music's blasting out all the time, it's great. Also you've got, for all your smokers out there, a nice Portaventura 20 ashtray. Look at that, beautiful, what a bargain, €4.99 for your ashtray. Just don't want to break that there, Sean's nearly chucked out the shop. Also you've got another mug just down there, like a black version of what you've already seen. Plush teddy bears, photo frames, these are quite nice. All available for the 20th anniversary. I know it's quite late on in the year now, but you can still come out here until Christmas and you'll be able to get all this 20th anniversary theming, which you can see, and also get your merchandise. What we have sent in then this week for Merch Paradise? First off, it's Nicholas with the Six Flags and Thorpe Park selection of merchandise. There it is just next to me. Thank you very much for sending that in, Nicholas. Next up, you've got Aaron McIntyre with the resin from Cobra at Chesterton World of Adventures. Brilliant ride, really enjoyable, and one of the best themed areas. That's a good example of a great themed area that we can get over in the UK. today. So thank you for sending that in, Aaron. And finally, he's also got some Revolution merchandise from 1979 and also another picture of some merchandise from Blackpool Pleasure Beach. You've got a lot of stuff there, Aaron, so thank you very much for sending it in. If you've got any merchandise to send me for next week's episode of the show from Europa Park, all you need to do is send it in on our new email service from Dean's Email Services. All you need to do is send it in. It's merch@themeparkworldwide.uk, or you can send it as a private message on the Theme Park Worldwide Facebook page. Don't forget to drop us a like whilst you're there also, and you'll be able to see all the live updates from when we're at the parks. Things are getting very spooky around here at PortAventura tonight. As soon as the sun goes down, the lights come bright and it looks absolutely awesome. Moving on then, Ask Me Anything. It's basically a question and answer session. You send in your questions and then I read them out with answers here on the show. First question, which IP do you think would really suit a theme park? So IP, for if you don't know, is intellectual property. It's stuff like Sesamo Ventura, CBeebies Land, that sort of thing. Now, I'm not a massive fan of IPs, but I think Sesame Street works very well here. Same with CBeebies really at Alton Towers. You know, it replaced an area that was very quiet, works very, very well. What IPs would I like to see come in? I'm not too sure, to be honest. I don't really watch many movies and stuff like that to know what would be a good IP. So I don't really know the answer to that one, but I do like the IPs, what they've done at Alton Towers, especially, and here at PortAventura. So thank you very much for your question there. Sorry I didn't really give you a proper answer to that one. Next question. What are your top 5 rides from California? This is a hard question. Number 1, it's going to have to be Indiana. I absolutely loved Indiana at Disneyland. It was absolutely gorgeous. Probably then it's going to be X2. X2 was great. Splash Mountain was absolutely awesome. That's probably in there. Number 3, Superman, Escape from Krypton. That was great. And probably Full Throttle as well. So 3 of them rides were actually from Six Flags Magic Mountain. Really good park. Make sure you check out the vlog. Absolutely awesome from there when we went to Magic Mountain. So make sure you check that out here on the channel. Next question. In my opinion, what's better, PortAventura or Europa Park? I think you know the answer to that one. I know I'm sat in PA right now, but next week's show is going to be from Europa Park, and that is my favourite theme park. PortAventura is absolutely beautiful. It's still a damn lot better than anything we've got in the UK by a long way, but Europa Park takes theming to that next level. 13 themed areas at Europa Park, you know, so it's absolutely great to see. So thank you very much for your question. Finally, which B&M coaster do you want to ride the most? Well, obviously, present rides that I've done, Shambhala just behind me, that's the ride that I want to ride the most. However, what do I want to ride the most in terms of new, what I've not done yet? Fury 325, Bolliger and Mabillard, Giga Coaster at Carowinds. I'd love to ride that, and hopefully I will do in the next few years. If you've got a question for me on the show, send it in. All you need to do is message it in our new email service. All you need to do is send that in to me. It's interact, no it's not, it's ask@themeparkworldwide.uk. I've had too many rides on Shambhala that my head is spinning today. Make sure you send in your emails to there. Also, you can send them as a private message on our Facebook page. So it's time for this week's Interact with me here on Theme Park Worldwide, the show, the part of the show where you send me any birthday shout-outs, any photos, or anything you want to be here on the show, what you can interact. First up then is from David Roberts and Mr. Lee Wood himself, Lee Wood, who loves a good ride on Chamois Bee. He was actually out here last week and he's got a picture on Hurricane Condor. There it is, Hurricane Condor, a fantastic intermittent drop tower. And thank you very much for sending that photo. There you go, Dave and Lee. Lee will be back soon in the vlogs for Halloween, so great to see. Jack and Nathan saw me at Alton Towers at the turnstiles. There I am working hard. Thank you very much for sending that photo. If you do see me, make sure you say hi, especially over Scarefest. Have a photo, send it in to us and put it here on the show. Thanks for your photo there, guys. Happy 16th birthday to William Tedstone, who is a huge fan of Theme Park Worldwide, the show. I'm really glad that you do enjoy it. Also, thank you very much for that. Adam Scott's got an air on-ride photo. You know my thoughts on Flying Coast. I'm not a big fan, but I'm sure you had a great ride there. It looks like you're having a good time. So thank you very much for sending that in for me on this week's show. Joey and Mel are having a good ride, getting moist on Valhalla at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Love Valhalla, one of my favourite rides We've come out to all these European parks, but Valhalla still remains one of my top dark rides. So thank you very much for sending that in from Valhalla. Ride the adventure next time you're there. Melanie Lowe has got a photo from the monorail itself, the Pepsi Max big one at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. So thank you very much for sending your photo from the big one. Sorry, not the monorail. You know what I mean. No airtime. Moving on from that, happy birthday to Stacey Smith. Happy birthday to you, and I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of the show. Thanks for that. Lisa Harris, then, final one, has got a photo from Balder at Leesburg in Sweden. A great woody. It's a bit samey on some of the corners, but I do really like it. It's definitely one of my favourite woodies out there. If you've got anything you want to send in for interact with me, all you need to do is tweet it in at themeparkww, send it as an email, interact@themeparkworldwide.uk, or send it as a private message on the Theme Park Worldwide Facebook page. So that's it from a very spooky episode of Scream Park Worldwide, the show here from PortAventura Halloween. I hope you've enjoyed it. We've had a little look at the theming all around the park. We've also had a look at the fantastic entertainment that's on offer here at PortAventura. Just want to say there's so many people out there that come to these parks just for the rides. Come and see some of the show. There's some fantastic stuff. It's not like the stuff what you get in the shows in the UK. It's genuine West End productions what you get at these parks. Absolutely fantastic stuff, and I hope you've enjoyed having a little look at some of the different stuff on offer here at PortAventura. We're going to be doing the same next week on Theme Park Worldwide, the show. However, we're going to be at Europa Park in Rust, Germany. It's just again won the award for the world's best theme park. We're going to be there experiencing their Halloween events and also Horror Nights, which is going to be absolutely awesome. That's it then from PortAventura. A big hello and thank you very much to our cameraman, the one, the only, Mr. Joe Beasley. You can see him for the first time in a very long time in a Theme Park Worldwide vlog, which will be online. It is PortAventura Halloween. It's coming up in the next few days. I've been Shawn Sanbrooke. That's been Joe Beasley filming. This has been my new friend Spidey, and that means it's time to cue those credits. See you later, guys. Happy Halloween.